What is a leader now? What is a manager now? What is it that they're leading or managing? People's attitude to their work life is changing. It has democratized our communication. We all have taken back control over how we engage in a conversation. About 20 years ago, a lot of people were thinking about this concept of work-life balance. It was really a big thing, and the HR fraternity talked about it a lot, and it became quite a big deal. And then we kind of forgot about it for a while, and when it resurfaced, it was more about well-being and mental health. Well, we've just been through four of the most traumatic and challenging months in history. It shifted all of that conversation. People have been forced to have a different kind of work-life balance, and a lot of them have surprisingly discovered that they really enjoyed it, that being at home a lot was great, that they've reconnected with family in a way that they never had before, that having the kids at home for homeschooling has changed that dynamic. People's attitude to their work life is changing. They position it in a different place in their league table of things they care about, and they think about it in a different way. When we think about what's new now, that's new. We've been forced to collaborate in ways that we never have before. Loads of us have been on Teams or Zoom or GoToMeeting, where there might be 25 of us on the call at the same time, or maybe 50 of us on the call. It has subconsciously democratized our communication in a way that didn't happen before. We've all been to meetings where only the most important person got to speak and everybody else sat and pretended to make notes. This is different. We are reminded constantly of the fact that we are all the same. We all get the same little size box. We all have equal opportunity maybe to ask a question or throw in a point. We can all be muted or unmuted. We all have taken back control over how we engage in a conversation. That changes a lot of things. I think that we've just gone through what psychologists would call a paradigm shift, which is a very posh way of saying that everything's changed. But it really has. We have permission to change in a way that we've never had before. We have a blank sheet of paper, and that's amazing, but also a little scary. So we've got to think about what we do about that now. What is a leader now? What is a manager now? What is it that they're leading or managing? It's a virtual thing, so that requires different skills. And it is something that we're going to need to think deeply about and take a few very deep breaths to consider.